It has been a cold and blustery day in our nation's capital, but we are ready for football at Northwest Stadium just outside Washington, D.C. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Hey, check that, street. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Street.
Back to throw. Johnson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. That pass taken in by Burks. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Big Lion, here we go.
Here's Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come on. Set.
Running on first down, Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey, check Mega. 33.
Mariota to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
3rd and 8.
Ready.
An empty look offensively. Here's 3rd and 8.
Check Fury. Here we go. Set.
Now Mariota. He gets this one to Burks. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Traylon Burks, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
What is that?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
What is it?
Here's Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw, Williams. There's a short one caught by Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
What is it on?
Here's Monongai. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Bears
Here's Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The Tuck roll,
didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this, in Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Check smash. Check smash.
A final shot before break. Daniels. That one behind his receiver and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got this complete to Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
The 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14 to 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Panther Street.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Daniels looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Hey,
The drive continues
Street.
as they search
Let's
for
go
a
now.
tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Now Daniels. Now he'll take this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation This is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Fourth down and 10 yards to go. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. At fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
What is going on?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run with a fourth-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
First down, Chicago.
They'll run here with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
17-yard line.
Jordan. Ready, throw.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run here with Manungai. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Strike. Strike. Let's go now.
To throw, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
That's going to be caught. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half.
Here we go.
No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.